Hey guys, Sandra here. Just got back from my trip to Retropolooza, Houston, which is the first convention I've been to since February of 2020, which that last convention I can't recall, but it was definitely a brony convention. But that's a story for another day. Anyway, I'm gonna show off the stuff I got, like I usually do back when I used to go to conventions. Okay, let's see what we have here. First off, let's show the first thing I got when I went there. Immediately, like at 9 in the morning. Batman Miles Morales, the launch edition. Now, I always meant to get this game. You'll probably was gonna get it at the launch, but just didn't for some I don't know whatever reason. But anyway, like when I was seeing it on Amazon, I heard the price it would usually be like 50 or 60. So when I saw this was 30, I was like, oh man, that is a definite steal. I had got to get this game at the price it was at. Yeah, it would cost me like half the price I was probably gonna get it on Amazon when I eventually was gonna get it. So yeah, it's like, yeah, of course this is the launch edition, not the ultimate edition, which that came with the PS4 Spider-Man, but I already owned that, so I said, oh, why not just get the launch PS5 version of this? So yeah, it's like back, see, it comes with 2 extra costumes and 3 extra skill points and a gravity well gadget. Well, yeah, anyway, definitely can't wait to play this later on my PS5. It's gonna be like the third game I own for it, which is the first one being Returnal, second one being obviously Retropolooza Park. But okay, up next we have a game I'm definitely happy that I got it at the price I did. Super Paper Mario. Now this was the last Paper Mario game that I guess people really care for, but you know, it had a more deeper story than the usual Mario games, because that was the Paper Mario games were known for. But after that, the series went to a different cheap direction, and wasn't as unique as it was before. But you know, that's a whole nother story. So yeah, I got this for okay. You can see it says $70, but I managed to get the person who runs the booth to give me it for 15, and you know that was like definitely off for that. Well, I'm happy that I made. Yeah, because it's not always easy to get Mario games nowadays. They're pretty valuable. You know, like they're up to 50 or 60. So I thought I managed to. I mean, like I believe like a $1,000 door alone is like 40 or 50 bucks to get nowadays. But you know, so it's really not that I managed to get this Mario game for as cheap as I did. Okay. Yeah, I can't wait to play. I keep saying that. I know what else to say. Here, let's see here. Up next, we got Mod Nation Racers. Now, this was, of course, probably Sony's attempt to make their own, Mario Kart game, and I hear people say it's actually pretty good, and I definitely dig the style it has. It has this nice vinyl, look to it. Yeah, like has this nice vinyl look to it. I believe was made by. Helped the guy who helped me design had to work in making vinyl figures or whatever. But yeah, I saw that this game was selling at $6 at the booth I went to, and of course they're like, oh, that's pretty nice. And of course when I checked it, the manual, which is always my thing. I wouldn't want to buy a game if it doesn't have a manual. That will always be my thing to the day I die. But anyway, yeah, saw that it had a manual with it for $6. So, decided to get it, and, probably gonna play it later. So, it looks fun, and on to the next one. Okay, for the next game we have, here's a weird one. Here's an odd one, and look, I know that I don't really have an Xbox console, maybe I'll get one someday, but I saw that, a booth I went to had this game called Loons, Fight for Fame, which is basically a Looney Tunes version of this Power Stone, which, if you don't know, is basically like a 3D brawler type game, And so like I had been doing this thing where I buy a lot of Looney Tunes games. Like I bought Back in Action and Bugs Bunny Lost Time, Space Race, all those kind of games. So I decided to add this to my collection of Looney Tunes games. Yeah, that seemed pretty interesting. I mean, I know apparently people don't really like it. And I'm like, but okay, I kind of like the idea. Like the Looney Tunes 3D brawler, that's like a fun time. But maybe I'll get a kick out of this game because I've always been kind of a Looney Tunes fan who get the kick out of like any Looney Tunes product there is. And, oh, by the way, I really like this. I know people don't. Some people don't like it as much, but I just can't. I couldn't get enough of it. But that's another story. So I got this for like $14, and I said, hey, why not? I'm a Looney Tunes fan. It seems like a reasonable price, and that's that. Can't wait to see. I keep saying can't wait. I don't know why. I don't know what to say after that, but you get the point. Seems interesting. Let's see what's like later on down the road whenever I have any Xbox on. Okay, up next we have Devil May Cry 3, Dante's Awakening. Now, I saw this game in a $4 box of PS2 games, and, I said, why not? Because, like, got this, because, it comes with a manual and a disc. So, at the price I was getting at it, it seemed like a definite steal. Yeah, like, of course, I bought the original demo of May Cry back in Retropolooza, I think 2019. Of course, never bought the second one because, the second one is not very good. But I also got I got DMC5 like a year or two ago, but I have yet to play that because it's difficult. It's kind of hard. Put your games in and out, and don't have time. But tried to get the third one. I heard it's really good. So I got it for $4. Came with the manual, definite steal. And on to our next game. Okay, for the next game we have Owlboy. Now I heard stuff about this neat indie game. I heard it was fun. I really liked the way it looked, and I saw that it had a physical copy. And the guy who was running the booth I went to, he was like did this thing where he checked the prices for the games he had online and see if he can do a better offer than it was online. So he checked it and decided to give me this for $10, and I was like, oh, okay, I can reason with that. Yeah, it was a reasonable price, and this is a game I was curious about. I really dig the style of it. So, of course, it doesn't really come with a manual because, like modern games, manual, who needs them? But, that's beside the point. Can't wait to see what this game has to offer. And we're on to our next game. Okay, for our next title, we have Zack and Wiki, Quest for Barbaros Treasure. Now, I've heard things about this Capcom title. It's a puzzle game. The game was, I heard it was kind of tricky and stuff, and it spells and stuff. And I always saw it online and said, oh, this looks pretty neat. And I hear people really like it, but it wasn't always the biggest. And I was kind of surprised that the person who was selling it for around $20. I saw this for some reason. I had this idea that the game would be much more expensive than it was. But I managed to get this game for around 18, even though the guy was selling it for 20 because that's the lowest he was gonna go. So I take what I could take. So of course, comes with the manual and this good condition. So really cool. On to our next game. Okay, for our probably the last game I have here. There is a Final Fantasy VII Remake PS4. Now I managed to get this sealed copy of the game for around $15 because the guy was willing to take my offer on it if I get him the money physically, which I did have because with these kind of conventions you had to have half physical, half on your card because you never know if people have the amount I'm sorry, we only take cash. Gotta make sure of those kind of things. So this is a copy that apparently says, includes 3 double-sided art cards only at Walmart. I guess that part is exclusive to Walmart, just similar to that chibi Robo game that was a Walmart exclusive. Yeah, it didn't really sell well for that reason. So it also says, oh, PlayStation exclusive, play first on PS4, not exclusive until April 10th of this year. So it gets not exclusive anymore because it probably went to the PS5. And I could have probably bought the PS5 version of this, but guess it could probably be compatible with the PS5. So they were just up right there. So yeah, I heard stuff about this remake for the longest time, and when it finally came out last year, and I guess people were like half and half on it. Some people like it, some people don't. Yeah, for me, I always thought the game looked pretty neat. It had the same kind of mechanics and combat of like something like Kingdom Hearts. It is a series I enjoy for what I've played of it. So yeah, looks pretty neat. Glad I got it the price I did. Moving on. So yeah, that's probably all the games I had, but I wanted to also show off some of the things, other non-game stuff I got. Okay, so the YouTuber Boogie2988 came there. I could usually go to Retropolooza, and I think he'd like the second time we went to the one in Houston. And he decided for his birthday, which he was turning 47, he was going to give away some of his Loot Crate items. And the one I managed to pick up with this Ghostbusters slime figure, which he was so nice enough to decide, yeah, I want to thank you for that, Boogie. Okay, let's see there. And you can see here the slime little figure of, Peter Venkman and Slimer. There you go, goofy little Slimer. Me have Slimer. And it comes with a little stand and everything. So, I just want to keep it in the box because, I like that. For some reason, because some collectors are like that. I guess I kind of like that. But yeah, I guess, this is like one of the Loot Crate things I didn't own. But I used to go do a Loot Crate for a year or so. It wasn't so bad, got a new shirt and getting some neat collectibles out of it. But it's a problem. Would I probably do it again? Who knows? But yeah, I guess this was made for the 35th anniversary of Ghostbusters. By the way, I wonder when that Afterlife movie is coming out. I wonder if it's gonna be good or not. Probably be fun, and honestly didn't even mind this 2016 one for one thing. I know it's controversial, but whatever. So yeah, I guess they were just gonna do the new movie, but anyway, yeah, I want to thank you once again for giving us that from me. Really appreciate it. Okay, here, so got this little pack of Power Rangers, the movie trading cards from some guy who's giving out these trading cards for free because he was apparently showing off his new Game Boy game he made, a couple of Game Boy games he made, real games. Okay, I'm losing breath because I'm talking on and on about this, but anyway, yes, got these neat little Power Ranger movie cards, and some guy was showing, who also had a booth with the game he's showing off, gave me these two things showing off these heroes he made for probably a comic book he created, like this guy, Spider-Man. I guess these are neat. He probably will go over that comic later. Okay, what else we got? Let's see here. Okay, I went to this. For the last panel, I went to this guy named had a channel called My Retro Life, was doing this 30th Sonic anniversary panel, and he was doing this giveaway if you answer these questions right, and I got like 2 right. And like one of the things they got right is you got a download code for Sonic Unleashed for the Xbox 360. Probably give that away someone. And I got answered another question right, and I managed to get this neat little Sonic 8-bit thing made of those. Not sure what, be little beads or something. Not sure remember the name, but yeah, kind of resembles the Sonic from I think that's Sonic Pocket Adventure, that Neo Geo game. For some of you don't even know, Neo Geo is like a mini Neo Geo Pocket system. But yeah, this is kind of neat. Yeah, neat little part of that I can put in my collection. Okay, check what else I got. Yeah, I also got excited to get this old Retropolooza 7 shirt. Cost $5. my shirt said, you know, why I could always use another shirt. Oh, and this is probably like the last thing I have. This signed copy of this shot from Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. It's a good one. I prefer Last Jedi. I wish they went off that, but whatever. Yeah, this gorgeous shot from the Rise of Skywalker. And it was done by this guy named Yoshi Vu, who was a senior generalist modeling, and I guess he was at the convention and was showing off stuff. I think he was like selling animation cells and stuff from old shows like, you know, Doug, Goof Troop, probably maybe one day I'll probably buy an animation cell. But yeah, I was kind of tight on money. But I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry that I keep rambling on stuff. It's just, you know, yeah, I don't really know. Yeah, but yeah, they were giving these little things out, and you know, he of course happy to be signed it right there, and you know, it's a neat little thing. Probably gonna keep in my sketchbook. And I believe that is it. That's my haul of Retropolooza Houston 2021. I know it's been a bit smaller than usual. I mean, even though yeah, I didn't spend as much as I usually did, because I usually spend about all the money I had, like 100. But I think I went a little lower than that this year because I didn't see as much stuff that I really wanted. Maybe I'll see it in. Maybe I'll probably buy some more few things I want in Retropolooza Dallas if I even go this year. But yeah, overall, you know, I got a few really neat things, really neat games that I got at some really great prices that I did. Well, that was the haul video. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a great day. Yeah, see ya.